Alright, I'm just wanting to make a quick video kind of showcasing Trustee and all that, and its new perks and what got removed. So I'm just going to get straight into it. If you're wondering how much it costs to craft it at first, here you go. And for the Masterworks, that's about how much. Here's the barrels. Here's the magazine options. First set of perks. Second set of perks. Just going to show the mementos for it real quick and what it looks like. Oh. There's the Trials one. Here's the Grandmaster. And here's the Gambit one. If you're curious as to how much bullets you can get with Reconstruction, like the magazines and all that, for Tactical Mag, you can get 36 total. Appended Mag, you can get 39. And Extended Mag, you can get 40. And if you got no magazine options, you choose something like drop or alloy mag, steady rounds, accurized, you'll just get 35 with the Reconstruction. So, I mean, I think that's pretty good. But now with that out of the way, I'm just going to talk about the perks a little bit. It's got a really good set of perks, I think. You can't really go wrong with anything in here, except maybe, I mean, I don't really use it. I haven't used it on any weapons. Focus Fury, I just don't use the perk. I heard it's good. I heard some people using it, like they were wanting it on Heritage, but I don't use it, so I can't comment on that perk. But everything else I've actually used, like Swashbuckler, Pugilist, all that, and it's pretty good. If I have to recommend PvE perks, I mean, shoot, Reconstruction, Pugilist, Surplus even. I mean, that's alright. Rapid Hit, I mean, look, everything's really good. Incandescent, Wellspring, Swashbuckler, Redirection, High Impact Reserves. I mean, you really can't go wrong with it. I crafted this back when Iron Banner first came out, January 3rd. You can see it right down there in the bottom right corner. In PvP, I mostly started with Under Pressure and High Impact, because the moment I was done with the raid, because that's how I got my final red border, the moment I beat Tanks, I went straight to Craft It and straight into Iron Banner. So for a lot, I used Under Pressure and High Impact. That got me pretty far. I got a decent amount of kills with that. And then as I started leveling up, I started using Surplus, kind of experimenting with that. And I stuck with High Impact Reserves the whole time. Or sort of. But yeah, for the most part, I stuck with High Impact. And Surplus is pretty good. It did me justice. It gets it going. But eventually, because, you know, with Surplus, you gotta have, you know, if you want the best of it, you gotta have all your abilities, right? But eventually I unlocked Perpetual Motion. And honestly, I think, and that's what I actually used for the rest of the Iron Banner until reset. I used Perpetual Motion and High Impact Reserves, and that's how I got probably like the rest. I got like 300 kills maybe with, you know, Surplus, Under Pressure, and High Impact. But the moment I unlocked Perpetual, I got the rest of mine with that. And I'll show you in a minute my kill count. And you know, the reason I like it so much over Surplus, and I know Surplus is like way better, but the reason I like Perpetual is because it's always active, right? The moment you leave spawn or whatever, the moment you cap a flag and start running, you'll at least have one stack, maybe two if you're on one of the big maps. And then, you know, when I unlocked Rapid Hit, I used that too. It was alright. I didn't really notice anything huge. I'd much rather have Perpetual or Surplus over Rapid Hit. It was alright. Under Pressure too. When I was using Under Pressure, it was good too, especially with High Impact, because, you know, they synergize. But the fact that perpetual is up literally the whole time, basically, it's pretty good. It's pretty good. I also used pugilist a little. I didn't use it in PvP any, but it was all right. I mean, it's okay if you want, melee energy, I guess. And oh man, I also use kill and win. Uh, it's also okay. You got to get a kill with it. I mean, like I said, I'd rather just have surplus or perpetual or under pressure, but only if he's high impact, in my opinion. Anyways, going to the second set of perks. High impact, man. You can't go wrong with that, right? I use that majority of the time in Iron Banner, usually when I'm in PvP. I think it gives you a 4-tap when you get to the bottom of that mag. Something like that. It's one of the things, and you could just stack more of that stuff on. Like, I guess if you got high energy fire and a powering rift, you can just keep going. Maybe you can like 3-tap, maybe, but I'm not entirely sure. Mainly used high impact though. I want to keep going with PvP for a second. Opening shot, I used that. It was alright. Nothing crazy. I kind of noticed it, but I kind of didn't. I'd rather have high impact that where I could potentially get that 3 or 4 tap, right? And Wellspring, I don't know. When I did use it a little bit with surplus, I kind of didn't notice it. Maybe I just wasn't paying attention. That might be it. I can't be for sure, but maybe I just wasn't paying attention. Maybe it is good, but I mean, yeah, surplus with Wellspring. I mean, you can't go wrong with that, right? It's energized, and plus the Bray Inheritance too. Each time you get a hit, you get ability energy back, but it's real slow though. So maybe you kind of don't notice that. Swashbuckler can also maybe get something going. I used that very briefly. It was alright. But I mean, you can do that if you want. And also, let me just say real quick, I did use Incandescent a tiny bit in PvP, and it was kind of fun sort of to use because a lot of people group up nowadays. So I kind of sometimes I'll get a kill, and then some person will be right beside him, and they'll just kind of like burn him a little. That's kind of fun sort of, but really you want high impact probably number 1, opening shot, and then Wellspring, and I guess maybe Swashbuckler. But I mean, you kind of know what to use. Yeah, PvE. I mean, Reconstruction, Incandescent. I also really like Reconstruction, Wellspring. I really like getting ability energy back. That's pretty fun. I guess you could do Pugilist and Swashbuckler. People said, well, I was talking to this one guy. He said it's kind of weird to have on a scout rifle. I don't really know any about that. I mean, it's there if you want to use it. Yeah, if you can, get the scout rifle. The rates definitely went up in the raid for sure. It's very noticeable. At least for me. Maybe I just got lucky. But, yeah, it's got a pretty solid set of perks. I'll show you my kill count real quick. So I use Perpetual Motion High Impact the most. I think I only got 1,400. I kind of played more since then. But during the whole Iron Banner, because I was grinding out that Iron Companion armor. And by the way, I'm going to make a video about that, because that armor set, people praise it a lot. In Destiny 2, Destiny 1, it's amazing. But in Destiny 2, I don't know, it doesn't look as good. I'm going to make a video about that. But anyways, yeah. I mainly use Perpetual Motion with high impact, and I got like 1,300 something kills-ish. Because I use this thing the whole time. Like this, I've been wanting this weapon forever. I never got a good roll before. I mean, I got a few decent ones, but yeah, now that I got this thing, man, I'm in love, man. It made me start playing the game a lot. Yeah, I can't put it down, man. It's just my favorite weapon. And it looks so good too, man. I just love it. But yeah, I got 1,400. I'm sure some others Might like surplus more, which I actually have been using surplus and high impact a lot more compared to perpetual, and it really is good. But it's just that ability energy, man. You know. Um, yeah, it's just, you know. Oh yeah. Also, I'll throw up a screenshot of the removed perks. I probably should have done that in the beginning. I really need to format these better, but I'll throw up a screenshot of the removed perks. They removed, what was it? I think it was Outlaw and Zen Moment, like the first set of perks right here. They removed Outlaw and Zen Moment, and in the second set, they got rid of Eye of the Storm and Sympathetic Arsenal. Which, I mean, Zen Moment was kind of cool. I used that a long time ago. And Eye of the Storm was probably could have been pretty neat. But, I mean, those are gone now, so. But, I mean, hey, surplus, perpetual motion, high impact, man. I mean, shoot, that's not too bad. I'm just using the flared magwell personally. I don't want to go up to like 40 or nothing. I kind of want to have decent reload speed because look, you got extended mag, you get 13 reload speed. I mean, yeah, you get a fuck ton of bullets, but I mean, I don't know. I just like using flared. When I was playing Iron Banner, I was using accurized. I was using that. But I eventually switched to flared magwell. I mean, it's alright. And also, when I first started Iron Banner 2, I used extended barrel. And then I just waited till I got arrowhead break. Just because of the recoil direction. I kind of used it. I think I used small bore for a little bit. It was alright. But, you know, just to have, I guess, as much recoil direction, and, you know, I think it gives you 89, right? Yeah, 89 with arrowhead. I mean, I think if you don't have arrowhead, I think you get like 50 something, maybe 40, 60, something like that. I just like having 89 or whatever. But yeah, I think that about covers it. If you can get the scout rifle, it's really good. It's just solid. I mean, it really is. The next one I'm gonna do another showcase of commemoration tomorrow, and on Tuesday I'm gonna do heritage because I'll get my final red border because I'm just done farming all that. But anyways, thanks for watching. If I miss anything, I'll just put it in post. And yeah, take care.